We do not seek war, we seek peace. But those who long for peace must prepare for war.
We are facing a common threat, which now is the overreach of the Communist Party of China.
Lalong itrain yung ating mga sundalo.
Ito ng patuloy na pangingimas.
PNP at the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Napakalala ng
Protesters in Manila vehemently opposed U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. As Pete Hegseth joined hands with his Filipino counterpart to counter China's aggression in the region, Manila residents took to the streets to demonstrate against U.S. military involvement. On March 28, U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth reaffirmed Washington's ironclad commitment to a defense treaty with the Philippines and pledged to deploy advanced capabilities to its partner to strengthen a deterrence against threats, including Chinese aggression.
It reflects the strength, as I said, of our ironclad alliance, particularly in the face of Communist China's aggression in the region. And our partnership demonstrates our commitment to peace and security in the Indo-Pacific. President Donald Trump talks about often and demonstrates we will achieve peace through strength. We do not seek war, we seek peace. But those who long for peace must prepare for war. There's a long line of countries in the past who have attempted to test U.S. resolve. We are resolved at this time, at this moment, to work with our partners, to reestablish the warrior ethos, to rebuild our military and reestablish deterrence, and come alongside our allies and partners, first and foremost, in this region.
Hegseth met counterpart Gilberto Teodoro and Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. They signaled continued strong cooperation amid growing threats from China, emphasizing a shared commitment to peace in the Indo-Pacific region and in the South China Sea, where Manila accuses Beijing of repeated hostile actions.
We are facing a common threat, which now is the overreach of the Communist Party of China. So the Indo-Pacific, the rule of international law, freedom of navigation, and individual personal freedoms are what are at stake here.
Meanwhile, a few dozen protesters demonstrated against U.S. imperialism, advocating diplomacy over military might outside the U.S. Embassy. Protesters burnt a mock U.S. flag, saying Hegseth's visit will only fan the flames of war in the region. They have no other plans than just to sell their arms and to train our soldiers to fight a war against our neighbors. But what we really need is diplomacy. Hegseth's visit comes against the backdrop of tensions between the Philippines and an increasingly powerful China over disputed islands in the South China Sea, where the two nations have had frequent maritime run-ins. The Philippines is Hegseth's first stop on a trip to Asia that has been overshadowed by revelations that highly sensitive attack plans against Houthi militants in Yemen were shared on a commercial messaging app that included a journalist.